Ladies, if you're struggling with anxiety, then keep watching. I'm going to tell you the 5 nutrients that if we're deficient in can actually cause anxiety. If you're new here, I'm Carol Pax. Thank you for tuning in, and I'm a nutrition coach that focuses on food as medicine and helping ourselves to thrive in our 40s and beyond. I focus on gut health and how our gut and brain are connected. So when we are talking about things like anxiety, the first thing and the first place we need to look is our gut. So I'm going to tell you now the 5 foods that we should be including in our diet to really keep on top of this anyway, even if we are not yet feeling those signs. But when we get to our 40s and beyond as well and have things like perimenopause and menopause, we quite often hear of women getting these sudden signs of anxiety, even if you've never experienced it before. So this is to do with the imbalance of hormones in the body, and one of the real main things is to do with deficiencies in the body, so not getting enough from our food. And as we know, what we eat in the gut goes up to our brain, and that is really what we really want to look at when we are looking at anxiety, is what we are getting into the brain. So I'm going to tell you now the 5 things that you want to be getting into your diet. Let's start with number 1. Number 1 is omega-3 fatty acids. So things like wild caught salmon, avocado, walnuts, which actually look like a brain, so that's easy to remember. Chia seeds, flax seeds. I have these things daily in a smoothie. So straight away in the morning, I know I'm covered, and then I think of it throughout my food as well. So even putting extra olive oil onto your salads, add in salmon. If you're vegan and don't like fish, then even more of these seeds and things like avocado. But also, I also recommend supplementing as well, especially if you're feeling those signs of anxiety. Then doing these things can actually have dramatic changes within a few days. So maybe you'll take a fish oil capsule and have your spirulina, your greens every single day. Just try doing those changes and see if you notice the difference, and then just stay consistent with it. As soon as we start to think about our food as medicine and notice that we can make these changes ourselves rather than looking outside externally, then things start to really change within the body and within the mind. Number 2 is B vitamins. We often see in women's blood results when they come back that we are low in B vitamins, especially vitamin B12. Again, I supplement with this, and I take a B12 vitamin drink each day, and I personally have noticed the difference. So you might feel low in energy and low in mood if you're lacking in B12, but also those signs of anxiety are definitely a sign of low B12 as well. So again, getting it from our food, but we can also supplement with that if we need it. Another thing to remember is it isn't just about taking B12 or eating B12, it is absorbing B12. And if the gut is not thriving, it's not in a healthy state with the microbiome being healthy, which just means more good bacteria than bad bacteria, then the B12 cannot get into the brain. So there is a lot to this. Again, we can get B12 from our red meat. So always choose grass-fed meat if you are a meat eater, and this is a good source of B12. However, there's things to consider with the digestion process. Some people don't digest it very well in the gut, which is why they choose not to eat meat. But if you find you digest meat fine, just focus on the type of meat that you eat. And also, we really need to focus on, is our gut healthy? Is the gut able to absorb that B12 into the bloodstream and also into the brain? Number 3, amino acids. Now, we get our amino acids from our protein, and there's these 9 essential amino acids that we want to make sure we get enough of. So if you're vegan and you don't eat eggs or meat, then obviously this is a big one that you are making sure you get your protein. Again, these same things actually cover a lot of these. Flax seeds, chia seeds, nuts, your greens. So make sure you're getting a lot of those in as well. And there are alternatives, but I get mine by taking a vegan, plant-based protein powder every morning. The one I take has the complete amino acid profile, and it's also like a multivitamin because of the magnesium and vitamins that are already in that as well. So I'd recommend having that, and then as well as that, just add in as much as you can from your foods. Protein is so important for women as we get older as well. The body breaks it down quicker, and we need that for not only our muscles to stay strong and healthy, but also for our cells and our enzymes. It basically makes the body work, so we do all need protein. So that brings me on to the next thing of magnesium. Quite often, if you struggle with joint pain or muscle pain, you might be recommended by your doctor or health practitioner to take a magnesium supplement. So continue to take that supplement if that's working for you, or find one that you like. But also we want to be looking at magnesium rich foods. Something that I love, which is really high in magnesium and iron, is cacao nibs. These taste amazing as well. You can add them onto your porridge, your wellness bowls, on your fruit with some dairy-free yogurt or Greek yogurt. Even in your smoothies, they're just a really great addition, and I always have, a small handful of them daily. And finally, number 5 is iron. So again, those cacao nibs tick off that box, but getting iron from your greens drink will be good for this, but your diet is what you really need to focus on as well to keep that gut thriving, healthy, and allow all these vitamins, minerals, superfood nutrients to be absorbed through the gut into the brain to keep us thriving in our mind and our body. I've included my free gut health guide here for you. I always love to leave you with some free information. There's information on my gut reset plans below as well, so you can click on them and find out the type of plans that I coach my clients with. But first and foremost, just get that free gut health guide, because if there's one thing I really want all women to understand, is that the gut is the main source for our own healing journeys. And as soon as we realize that we are what we eat, we are what we absorbed, if we can keep this place, this gut brain connexus happy, then we're going to have a healthy body, a happy mind, and we're going to live in more harmony. And I see lots of women, especially going through the perimenopause and menopause, that just do not feel like themselves. They don't know where to turn to. But what happens is you're looking outside of you for all these quick fixes. We maybe want a quick fix from the doctor. We want them to fix us. Most cases they're not. I do find that you get one option, hormone replacement therapy, and not a lot of other advice. You can focus on your gut health whether you're on HRT or whether you're not. It is irrelevant. But I will say that focusing on your gut health first, for me, is the most important thing that we could do, and giving ourselves that chance to just feel alive again, to just feel that spark, to feel our energy coming back. I get so many different people telling me different results, whether they've lost their belly fat that's been driving them mad that they've had since menopause time. And just other things like, the anxiety shifted, the brain fog shifted. And I think what we've got to remember is it isn't a quick fix. It's not a week cleanse and you're healed. It isn't take this one probiotic. It's a journey of looking into your gut health, adding these supplements daily, changing the way you eat, but knowing that it isn't that difficult. It's actually so empowering, I found, when you start that journey, because you realize you're actually in control of your own health. Alongside food, I always recommend something for the mind. So personally for me, it's meditation, yoga, mindfulness, getting outside for a walk. Positive thoughts can change our genetics. That sounds a little bit woo-woo, but the research is there now. Check out Joe Dispenza. He's brilliant for this. Just puts everything into place. I will actually link some of his YouTube episodes below, which I think would be really great for you. So listen to those every day. Add these simple changes into your diet, and I would love to hear from you if this has helped you in any way going forwards. Make sure you leave me a comment, drop me a like. It really helps me with getting my content out there to people, and I will see you all in the next video.